Hello everybody, welcome back. RoboCop Rouge City, continuation of my first playthrough. On the last episode, we have went to the hospital. We have saved, not really saved, but visited Lewis. She is still unconscious. We solved a couple quests in the police station, installed a new deck, installed new skill points, and now we are in the OCP bank, dealing with a bomb. We are right in the middle of it.
Detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are two different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
Armor 4, safety. I can do this?
There is one way to be sure. I will safely detonate the bomb.
So, you could have done that straight away?
I thought you may learn something here.
Okay, I have armor 4, it seems. Huh. Well, what do you know?
It was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? 'Cause I need to make a withdrawal. Like, now.
Withdraw these fists in your nuts. Prick.
Well, I should really check upstairs.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Great. Now out of my way. What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
Withdraw these nuts.
Our founder has
Got
most
him.
of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Arnold's back with the money in the next. We're leaving.
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him.
You actually
See
tried
what
to
I'm talking about?
do it manually and you died several times. I didn't realize that I have my armor's a 3. So how could I do the armor 4? Okay, I don't get it. Is it a 1 plus 3? Is that how it counts? Because then again, hold on. Is it psychology? 10% lower requirements for all dialogue options. Maybe it's the psychology that does that for me. Maybe it is the psychology. 10% lower? Maybe it is, huh? Who knows? Yeah, turning into burst. Already have all the health packets. I'm looking around for other useful items, like chippies. Because I have dedicated 2 points to psychology, so I'm gonna assume that that's exactly what allowed me to do this. I should probably do it before.
You ain't me. Good.
Yep, there goes the reinforcements guy. I think I'm gonna keep it on fully automatic. So every single time I'm gonna switch to slow-mo, I can actually control how many bullets I'm gonna fire.
You're out of the bank already?
I am in pursuit of the remaining bikers. I have followed them into a tunnel.
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place. It seems they're retreating into the old industrial area. That must be where they've hidden their getaway vehicle. You gotta hurry.
Yep, I'd rather have it on fully automatic. I mean, it just requires a single tap to like fire several bullets. Here, your new house. Todd would be proud. There is a lot of you. Oof. You're right in the wall. They're crashing into the walls. Nice. They're just running in loops. Like, it really seems like the best strategy against the bikers is simply find a good place and simply stay behind. And not really worry much.
RoboCop, there's a deserted warehouse nearby. It's the only building with street access in the area, and it's big enough to store their vehicle. It's your best bet to proceed there.
Roger that.
Roger, roger. Oh, really? Whoops. What an unfortunate situation. I'm gonna give the other guy the bike too. Merry Christmas. Round two, eh? Damn, I love this game. This game is simply so much fun. This is probably the best $5 I have spent this year. And that's not even a joke. It really, really is. Though I would even argue that this game is worth its full price. Right, so the thing is over there. Let me check the corners first. I don't want to miss anything. Okay, if I have a bike, I cannot sprint. Fair enough. I want to give him something. Yeah, my health is at full. 99% in 4 out of 4. I don't think I really need to worry about that. Okay, that hurt. Get down, bitch. God, this game is fun. Two for one. Yeah, I could use one. Excuse me? What the? Okay, I'm running. Because someone just exploded right in my face and I just don't know what it was. Yeah, I'm gonna do the smart thing. Okay, that would probably explain something. Anybody listening to this? Nope. All your friends are dead. Got shot in the head. All your friends are dead. Okay, before I'm gonna move anywhere further, I want to make sure that I have everything that I wanted to get. Yeah, the HKs. Well, I have the full ammunition for that weapon, so I could get the grenade launcher instead. Because it's gonna basically give me more of a crowd control. And also heavier damage, though the fact that it's like functions, you know, like a dynamite, the ammunition functions like a dynamite is a little bit concerning. Answer the call, nothing else on the table.
I am listening, Creep.
RoboCop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space.
Murphy be
See
tweaking.
you around, cop.
Someone tells me we're gonna eventually get that guy. And I really hope we will. Don't mess with the money. Complete the bank heist quest. There was not really much to the bank heist quest, though.
There he is! The man with our pensions.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our team.
Damn right you do. Spike's trail.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
Roger, roger. Is this game open world, bro? I don't know, bro. I think, bro, it is a half open, bro. Like, it definitely has like large areas, but I wouldn't call it a fully open world because you get to the place, you complete the objective, and then you get back to the hub world and rinse and repeat. Though the large areas definitely do have like additional side quests, like branching areas. So I don't know. It definitely gives you an illusion of being an open world, but I wouldn't say it is. The first level that you get in, like the city, definitely looks more like an open world, but in reality it's just a one ginormous level. Don't panic, dear customer. We would like to deny any rumors. Our bank is not solvent. It actually isn't. We promise that OCP Bank is the most prosperous in Detroit. You can rest assured that we still the best place for your savings. Sincerely, OCP Bank Management. Makes sense. Yep. New skill point available. Okay, let's see. Engineering. There we go. What does engineering does? Cheap modification bonus. Neat. Do we have any other side quests available? Oh, no. Yeah, objectives. Nothing. Okay, you know what? Let's check the entire police station. I want to make sure that I'm not gonna miss any additional side quests because that's a briefing room. This is where the OCP, and it's not even an OCP room. Okay, he has nothing to say. If I could, I would basically shit on the Becker's desk with absolute pleasure. Pretty good game. This is a pretty good game. Like right now, currently on the Steam, it's like for $5. But I can guarantee you, this is like the best $5 I can ever spend. And I'm not even kidding. This game is real good, and I really like it. I really enjoy it. I'm going to be probably continuously play it until probably I'm gonna like get all the conversation options, and then I'm gonna get like a very good playthrough out of this game. No, we already have been through shooting range, so I don't need to be here. What about the prison? Wow, nobody in prison, and they say that the crime is spiking. I don't think it does. Lies and deception, I tell you. Yeah, for Unreal Engine 5, the engine that is mostly known for... Okay. The engine that is mostly known for Stutterfest 7000, it actually performs really good. Like, I'm playing this game and I rarely, like really rarely, I have like drop frames in the game. Very rarely. They optimize this game really, really nicely. Yeah, the thing was in the locker room. No cyclists over here.
Hey, what's the big idea?
Hint program.
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it.
New objective, lights out.
RoboCop, is that you? I can't see anything.
Why can't we have a cutscene in the night vision mode?
Is there a problem?
Oh, CP skimps on everything when it comes to the police.
Even the electric
Hired
bills.
our maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Okay, V for night vision.
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box.
Or I can simply use the night vision and follow the map marker. Follow the cables to the fuse box. There it is. It seems like the fuse box is gonna be down below. Why would you install fuse box? I mean, it actually kind of makes sense. Let's see. It seems like the third fuse is malfunctioning. Ah, there we go. It's number 4. Number 3, 5, 6. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this, and now it's 50-50. There we go. So the fuse, but I'm not that much of an electrician, but if you have something like this, then I don't think that switches should be connected together like this. As far as I know, I was not really a well-educated electrician, but what I was learning is usually when you have a fuse box, separate fuses were responsible for separate rooms, and there were never a situation in which all the fuses would act like this. Majority of the time, it means that the electric systems are not installed properly.
Oh, that's Detroit's shining beacon of hope.
Thanks for the help, Murphy.
Maybe it's just a European thing. Like, for example, in my house, when it comes to electrical fuses, there's one fuse for kitchen, one fuse that is connecting a hallway to the kitchen, one fuse for my room, and one fuse for my parents' room.
So it wasn't a mistake when they didn't send us insulated gloves.
I'm afraid not. Looks like OCP is really cutting costs where it can. God knows what they'll cut next. Or who.
Hey, what's that look supposed to
We are going to build a brand new city where Detroit now stands. Delta City is the only hope that we have.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how much vodka they gave him to say that sentence. Did I try out Silent Hill 2 Remake? Yeah, I played it. I played it last year. I played it last year. I'm currently posting my first playthrough of it on YouTube. Which, by the way, exclamation mark socials. For all my socials. And stuff and things. I really like Silent Hill 2 Remake. It's a very good game. In some aspects, it's definitely better than the classic, but in some aspects, it's definitely way worse. One of them being Maria. I don't like Maria from Silent Hill 2 Remake. I just don't like her. She's not...
I'm ready for you, Robo.
She's just not the thing.
All right, let's see what's cooking under the hood. Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like be able to get a good rank from this mission because this was really short. Yeah, apparently I have missed one secret and I don't have bank intruder arrested. Shit. I mean, it was kind of difficult to find because you basically, the first thing that you get in the bank is that you get a challenge. So I guess I could find all those things if I also ignore the challenge of the game, which is basically ignoring the OCPs and also just doing everything else but this. So it's like, ugh. Unless the intruder basically means the reporter, then it will be a different situation, I guess.
Hello, Murphy. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV.
I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
Claimed as a hero. I do not care for fame. Scumbags watch TV too. That's true. I would rather stay hidden. I do not do it for fame, yeah, kinda.
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you. That's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
Well, screw it. I was not programmed to have family. It was for the best. The morality questions. It was cruel. Maybe. But then again, would his family accept him? Like it's a crucial question that even RoboCop movies did not really touch too much, because Murphy definitely still thinks about his family and he would definitely like to reunite. But would that family want to reunite with him? That is a question. I think that in the end it probably would be for the best, regrettably.
They would not want to see me like this.
Perhaps not. But the alternative isn't much better. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. Especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
Stockholm Syndrome.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
Okay, pause. The one thing that, in my opinion, psychologist is doing wrong with her personal life is she's not cutting off that brother from her life. From my personal experience, and as I live and I have learned, in a quite a painful way, holding up somebody who is an addict, a notorious addict, that person that comes back home only to steal shit from you, only so they can get more drug or alcohol. Don't keep these people in the house. Just don't keep those people in the house. You don't deserve that. They made their choices, and now they are doing their very best to ruin your life. Fuck that shit. Fuck those people. Fuck them. Fuck them up. Don't report them to the police. Get them to either get a forced rehabilitation, but even after the forced rehabilitation, separate them from your life. As far as I care, from my own personal experience, it is simply not worth it that much. There are definitely cases in which addicts are recovering and they're still managing to repair their relationships with the family. But the thing is, when you have an addict that repeatedly does something and that person is a ticking freaking life bomb that you always have to observe, and you have to observe that person so the other people around them don't suffer, yeah, it's not worth it. It's simply not worth it. In my opinion, she should cut off that brother from her life openly, just once and forever, and just move on while trying to care of the other people in the family if she can and if she has somebody. It would be a tough decision, sure, but in the long run, that would pay off way better. It would be way better for family. It would simply grant you a much more peaceful life and no more disappointment from somebody that close to you. Echoes of the past. This feelings of the manifestations. Echoes of the past. System failure. I cannot explain. Echoes of the past.
As echoes of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted. I've got plenty to think about for now.
Okie dokie. Okay, I got skill points. Yeah, focus, slow motion duration, and scanning, 10% extended investigation vision range. Yes, please. Okay. Okay, briefing room it is. Let's go. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say about like addicted people. There are some people who definitely want to like get help and they want to better themselves. But when you let addicted person, especially when it's a family member, and you let them in the house, depending on how much damage they did to you physically and psychologically, you simply have to always kind of remember that they are basically being a walking time bomb. Especially after you know the rehabilitation and they fail and fail and fail. It's just not worth to keep those people in the house. Whitaker.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
That did not sound like fun. OCP is never to be trusted. That didn't sound like fun. I understand that OCP is a piece of shit corporation, but it's a new guy that got basically harvested from the streets, that got basically slapped in so he can basically, you know, spy on RoboCop, and they don't like it, but they also don't understand that this guy was simply, it's there like a fresh. He's as green as a freaking porridge.
That did not sound like fun.
It's not like he didn't deserve it.
You know that he runs to Becker with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
Yeah,
We're
that's
just
his.
looking out for you, Murphy.
That is his job, unfortunately. And I wish I could say to Ulysses, yo, you know that you are riding on me so they can basically destroy me. I mean, if this game is gonna the route the thing that they're gonna go, Ulysses is gonna have like a pretty solid impact on Murphy. He's gonna have some form of an impact, and it's gonna show later in the movie, later in the game.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send RoboCop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike.
Excuse me.
The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough. Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Roger, roger. Leave the...
You wouldn't want to make the mayor...
Oh, it's the mayor. Jesus Christ. I thought it's the Becker. Oh God! If that was a Becker, I don't know. I would probably. I would not like to talk with him because the best thing I want to do with Becker is just punch him so hard that he will flew through that window on the right side over here. I cannot stand Becker.
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for
You're a
our
politician,
city, right?
you would do that.
So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
Together, I will not allow OCP to take over the city, not interested in politics, which normally I would pick that, especially when there's like two bickering high-pocket people. I would like to hear Mills's perspective. I will not allow OCP to take over the city. I would like to hear Mills's perspective. I think that would be the most reasonable choice because we know his perspective, but we don't know the other guys. Then again, it's OCP, and OCP, judging by the movies I have watched, which is RoboCop 1, 2, and 3, OCP really wants to push as much stuff, as much bullshit as they possibly want. Let's go with the first option. Why not?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does.
So
for the top, RoboCop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Your actions have a political impact. Ugh, my favorite.
RoboCop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself? I'd tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't say a word if you actually met him.
Why? Did you meet him?
Last year's Thanksgiving parade, I was part of a column delegated to protecting his dog.
What? How come this is the first time I'm hearing this? Officer Ramirez, a licensed dog walker.
Shut up, Kaplan.
Oh, they're just giving themselves a little bit of...
Got a job for you.
Nope. Now let's go for the you know what, guys, let's go for the shooting range. That is a way better way to spend your time rather than listen to the Becker prick. I know I have to do it. I don't want to because it's Becker. Becker is a prick and he smells bad. I bet he smells bad. He probably smells like 50 packs of Marlboros a day. He even smokes right now, I believe.
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Domestic terrorist, huh? We are waiting, video game. Did the game froze? I think the game have actually froze because nothing happens. Yeah, the game just froze. Well, that's the first crash ever that I see of this game. I guess I need to use the manager. Yeah, the RoboCop have froze. That's interesting. I'm gonna try to refresh it and see where we're gonna launch the game. Where it's gonna go. Wow, that was actually the very first time when I saw this game freezing. Play, continue. Let's see what it's gonna load. Oh, right at the beginning. That's cool. Right at the beginning. That was weird. That was very weird. There we go. Okay, let's see what kind of objectives we have. Objectives. Secondary objective, miscellaneous objectives. Serve and protect. 6 violations. Crime evidence is 700. Suspicious apartment. Alright. I think we can basically start from here. To next time we're gonna be playing RoboCop. Yeah, because that will be domestic terrorists, so... Downtown in the city, that's really foggy. I mean, it's one of my favorite weathers, but still. All right, ladies and gents, people of the YouTubes, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. People of the Twitches, let's do have a little bit of a conversation, and then probably we're gonna wrap up the stream. So yeah, let's get to it.